All right. May as well just jump in.
Damn.
Alrighty.
It's like that now.
Hold up. I gotta get. I gotta
feel like
get
I've
my
said that
roommate.
before.
Yeah,
Oh, it's gonna
probably.
be another one of those episodes.
Oh, no.
I gotta get my roommate to download Sniper Elite 4 because that's the free game of the month for PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
I played the third one, did not like it, but
What was
I
it
have high
called?
hopes.
I had fun with the third one.
What was the third one called?
I don't remember. I thought it was pretty fun.
They have a subtitle.
Oh,
That's
I think.
actually what it's called. Sniper Elite 3 subtitle.
insert subtitle here.
Yeah, they didn't submit it before the artwork got made, and they were like, "We're just fuck it, we'll run with it."
Roll it. It's good.
All right, let me get my voice up a couple of notches.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could
Okay.
put it up on the TV again.
Okay.
I think I was like trying to talk louder, but nothing about my levels changed.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It sounded like you were talking louder. I don't know.
Are you talking into the back of the mic?
I was just checking. No, I was talking in the front.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think you might have been looking at Bailey's levels.
Oh,
You're
hi,
three.
hi. Yes, thank you for calling. My name is.
Why you gotta do that?
I just don't know what else to
Now
say
they're gonna
anymore.
dox us.
Oh yeah, maybe bleep out the
He's
part.
not going to.
I will.
He didn't bleep out anything anymore, especially when I ask him to.
There.
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
one quick tangent. Tone says that he really fucks with the new track.
Yeah, I told you you'd like it.
I kind of figured too, but after him not liking the last one, I was a little bit on the fence. Hey, look. All right, now I can feel
We're up on the
subconscious
screen.
about how quiet I
I'm
am.
just gonna lay in bed and
Bailey has
watch this.
fully taken over my bed.
It's comfy.
I'm here on the ground. We're in a new venue today.
Yeah, we
are. We bought new studio space.
We had to move because we got
right on
doxxed.
Times Square. We took out just a small, like, 5-story building
Yeah,
to record.
Kanye sold it to us for like a really good deal.
Yeah, all we had to do was pledge a vote in 2020.
Yeah, for him.
Weird.
Actually, it's Kanye and Kim 2020.
Oh, God.
Okay, I was gonna take that somewhere I shouldn't have. Never mind.
Yeah.
Moving
Look,
on.
their marriage is their business, you know?
Oh, not that. I was just gonna
Oh,
like.
okay. That's where I was going to take it.
I was gonna say both of their names like start with K,
Oh,
but there's only two of them, so like it's like an anti. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
KKN.
It's kind of a reach.
Northwest.
It's kind of reaching.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't say it, but then you guys made me elaborate.
Is there anything else you want to say about it before we move on, or?
No.
Okay.
Well, ASAP Rocky.
Sick.
No, I'm not gonna get into that.
Wait, he's free.
Yeah. If you believe the hype.
What?
Really, we're all just prisoners. To the man.
Of Sweden.
This is PewDiePie runs the world, dude.
Welcome back to the conspiracy theory.
All the birds were killed in 1986 by Ronald Reagan.
They are now drones spying on us. The birds work for the bourgeoisie. We need a megaphone for that skit.
That's a real conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
Birds don't exist. They're all drones.
Yeah.
So
Which, that makes the tech for drones way more advanced than what you can buy on the consumer market.
Amazon?
What do you mean?
drones
I don't know.
just be
I just assume that's
throwing
the
us off.
consumer market.
I mean, they sell them at, like, Best Buy.
Target.
Target.
I bet Walmart has one.
I bet. Yeah.
It's the greater value drone.
This energy drink better kick in. I'm tired.
Same.
Drink more of it. You fucking.
Nah, my heart's gonna explode.
All right, dude. I'm on my second one because
I've been living very unhealthy the last few days.
I'll drink some more. Give me that.
So we're starting to, like, build out the store to open. And I had about 20 hours of online stuff I had to do for it. And I was like, I gotta get it done. I'll just stay up one night and do it. And I got about half of it. But I watched an entire season of AP Bio
Yeah.
while I did it.
That show's good.
And
What's that on?
Hulu.
Okay.
And the end of Stand Against Evil. I watched that. And then I looked up and I was like, it's too late to go to sleep, so I'll just go to work. Went to work, worked a full day, came home and I was like, I have to get some sleep. And I napped for like 2 hours and then I was up till 5 or 6 in the morning. So,
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I was up till like 7 a.m. watching Detective Pikachu.
Nice. How was it?
It was my second time seeing it.
Is that out on digital now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
at
yeah, it's
Redbox. I have not
Oh,
seen it yet, so I'm
fuck.
going to rent it.
I gotta take the red box back.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. They
How many days do I get?
they'll just keep charging you till you bought it.
Yeah, if you don't turn it in by 9 p.m. after you got it, then they'll charge you for another day.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've done that.
Is that $1 going to break the bank?
Yeah, dude, I'm broke. I'm broke now. Fuck.
That's how I ended up
I was
spending
gonna
like
use that for something else, for gas. I was gonna use that $1 for gas. What the fuck?
that's how I ended up spending like $20-something to rent whatever the last real review we did was. I don't even remember.
Meme review.
Was it Jump Force? Was that what it
No.
was?
Maybe
We reviewed something else before that.
I think
I mean, after that.
MK was after that. MK11.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still own that.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe yeah, maybe it was Jump Force. Did you rent Jump Force?
Yeah.
Damn.
I might have done a GameStop rental on Jump Force.
Oh man,
I don't remember.
I had a recent GameStop rental experience. That
Yeah?
maybe I want to talk about a little bit because I don't think either of you guys have played this game. You heard of Naruto Shinobi Strikers?
Yeah.
You're
know it's
right.
bad.
I have not played that game.
Yeah. Have you ever played Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
No.
Yeah.
This is basically just Dragon Ball Xenoverse reskinned as a Naruto game.
Put it in Skyrim terms for me.
What does that mean?
Wait, have
I
you
don't
played-
know.
You
I
haven't
don't know
played
what any
Xenoverse?
of this means. No.
Okay, so basically the way it works is you can make your own character, and it's pretty
Nice.
limited.
Can it be trans?
No, actually no.
Come on.
When
When
is
is Cyberpunk coming out?
2020? Cyberpunk 20?
Can you be trans in Cyberpunk?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's actually really sweet.
I didn't know that.
They got a lot of stuff. They also released an article this week talking about, okay, well, just to bring it back for a second, Shinobi Strikers, fucking garbage. But
Okay.
Cyberpunk 2020, you can be trans, and also there's going to be religions in the game, and your character, as a character, you can choose to either take part or not in a religion.
I wonder what the religions are going to be like.
I hope I don't have that wrong.
I want to be Scientology. Can I do that?
The people from Fallout 3 who worship the atom bomb, I want to be like those people.
The Sons of Adam?
The Sons of Adam, yeah.
Got your back. I've been playing a lot of Fallout lately.
Yeah, are you excited for The Outer Worlds?
Yeah, they said they're gonna release it on Switch,
Yeah,
which I find odd.
I'm not going to buy it for Switch. I
I'm thinking I'm not either, but like I kind of want to.
kind of want to too, but I feel like there's going to be a graphics downgrade. And
Oh yeah, most definitely. You remember did you see any of the story for Mortal Kombat on Switch?
No, I did not, but I think I could get like a gist of it from the few games that we played
I've
in
got
multiplayer.
We should, no.
What is it? What?
I was
The
going to say we
story?
should take, story mode.
Is it different on the Switch than it is on the other ones?
Oh, no, the story is the same, just graphically it's different.
Okay.
I
kind of want to show y'all the difference. I might do that real quick. Hold on. Just keep talking.
We could also make it a long episode today. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Because of last week. Oh, okay, maybe not.
But, I'll live.
I work at 9 as well.
PM?
Yeah.
Me too. I gotta stay up all night because I reset my sleeping schedule today, and that's why I'm trying to get Sniper Elite downloaded. Make sure I sent that text to Colton so I have something to do when I get home.
Wait, is there just like a YouTube video that shows it side by side, or are you going to explain what the differences are?
You'll see the difference. So
We're doing a live
reaction.
not live for you, but
So-
live for us.
I don't know how the crypt looks on consoles or PC, but I know how it looks on here. And it looks like a PS1 game.
For anyone unfamiliar, MK11 actually stands for Mortal Kombat 11. It's a fighting game. Been around for a while.
It has. You might not have heard of it. It hasn't really stirred up any controversy or anything like that.
Bit of a sleeper hit.
Yeah.
In the fighting game realm.
Yo.
Kind of like Guilty Gear.
At EVO?
I think they had them in arcades for a while, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Actually, Mortal Kombat for the PlayStation 1 was one of the first games I ever played, so this might be really nostalgic for me.
All right, let's see it. Go ahead. Evo.
Oh, at EVO?
Are you talking about...
Sonic Fox?
Okay, never mind.
He got first in MK11 and second in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Here's the crypt.
It looks bad. That looks so bad.
Wow.
Hold on, I can't even hit what I want to hit.
What if you just like played this on console and it look like this?
Do I have a jump? No jump. Just hit. And you put it away immediately?
Who is that?
It's Guy.
Guy? Customizable character or no?
Nah, just regular Guy.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, okay. This
looks so bad.
I can't even do anything with it. Okay. So...
Look at those roof shingles, dude.
Just even like the lettering looks bad. Or it did. Yikes. Who made this game?
I'll give that a yikes out of 10.
Alright, so that was the crypt. The crypt is a 3D space where you can move a character around and go unlock stuff.
What do you do? Is there any
You smash
fighting?
vases for coins, and then you use coins to open crypts, and then the crypts have armor or something in them.
Oh, so no like actual fighting in that mode?
I don't know. I got to a point where someone confronted me on a bridge, and then I was like, it's like 5 a.m. I have to go to bed. So... Alright. So now I'll show you what story mode looks like. Take note of how the cutscenes look, because they actually aren't that bad when you can make them out. The frame rate's a little
choppy.
It's already choppy. What the hell?
It's for aesthetic effect.
But I have seen a side-by-side, and they just cut out all of the shadow detail, basically.
Damn.
And,
God.
none of their faces look like skin.
Is this Game of Thrones Season 2? Is that Barack Obama's?
Yes, it is.
That's the Dothraki.
How did they sneak by? How did they all sneak by that dude?
He's too busy. He's ears deep in beef.
They're not quiet.
Also, I feel like these people should have like a heightened sense of smell.
I'm not even sure if they have a nose. They're all mouth and eyes.
Okay.
They have a nose.
I don't know if you can
It's like
prove that.
Holes, like nose holes. Oh, I can't
Come
prove
on.
it when they all wear masks that cover... Look, he's got a nose. He's got a normal nose.
The only thing he can smell is his teeth.
He got that bad breath.
Some of these cutscenes are like 10
I don't
minutes.
even know what's going on.
Stab her.
So now we're in the game graphics.
Well, okay, so this is definitely even a downgrade from that.
Are you fighting right now?
Well, whenever he says fight, that means that he's fighting. Yeah, I will say the movement, pretty fluid, at least. I guess that's really all you need.
Anyways, the game just looks bad. Visually.
Yeah. It is a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, it looks...
Yeah, I will say, like I said,
The motion, they got that pretty good.
I feel like they sacrificed other things to just make sure that was
A
really
lot of other things.
well.
Like looking good.
But Smash looks fine. Alright, now we're looking up a video of the side-by-side.
Yeah. Just for emphasis. I'm going to cut this down to, something listenable.
Yeah. That's fine. Oh my god.
Only one character in the background on the Switch.
Wow.
Wow, they cut out a lot of fog effects and
Yeah.
lighting effects.
Dang.
And the eyes just look so bad.
Jeez.
Man, this guy does a lot of smash cuts for a side-by-side video.
Yeah, no, just fucking leave it side by side, please.
That is
Yeah, it's
so
good.
much less detail.
It's just so bright, too. Ew. Those look like two different places. Fucking frames, bro.
Oh, that's hard to watch.
Dude.
Look at that background compared to that one. Oh,
I think it's
bro.
better if you go from PlayStation 4 to Switch. That one.
You're joking. They like
He's cutting the music with it too.
They completely changed the background for the Switch.
Yeah, they took out all the extra detail.
No, but it looks like in some of them they just like completely changed it.
He might be standing in a
that
slightly
little
different place.
No, yeah, do you see?
Yeah, a little serpent back there. It's like
Yeah.
you can barely make it out.
It must have been just too hard to render.
Yeah. And then earlier there was that cage fighting scene on the Switch, only one dude, and then on the PlayStation 4 a whole crowd of people.
Yeah.
Look at the lightning effects compared. They look so bad. The fucking sound. This dude sucks.
I feel like we're just shitting on this video more than the comparison.
All right. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't even know how we got on this train of thought
We talked about
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat for a second.
briefly, and then I had to jump in. Got it. Anyway.
That's
Yeah.
bad. That's all I can say about it. I don't know what else to say. It's just bad.
It's actually, like, it's fun on the Switch still.
This
yeah.
new Mortal Kombat game,
10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
it's not good. I just get
11 out of 10.
If you're going to buy it on the Switch. Or if you can afford to, just buy it on a Game Boy Advance SP.
The Switch Mini.
Oh, man. Does anyone know what the next Switch is going to be yet? Have they talked about
Switch
that?
XL?
Is that what that is?
Have they talked about the better one? I mean, we talked about the light, right?
Yeah, we talked about that. It's not going to be better, though, they said. They just said it's going to be different.
Okay, well then, no reason to sell mine and get a new one, I guess.
Yeah,
which is
not at
kinda
all.
good to hear.
Yeah. Because I'm just remembering that I have the first one, you know?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember the Smash Bros. Edition Joy-Cons?
No.
No, what are you
There's
talking
literally 2 lines on it.
Oh, is it
The same color, but it's just the logo, but they put it across both. And the right Joy-Con only has 1 line going through it.
I feel like you guys probably won't have too much to say on this, but so I want to get it out of the way with.
Okay, let's see.
How do you feel about the Call of Duty franchise?
So I heard something about the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
Is it the same thing?
Probably.
Is it a little nostalgic?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
So the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare will have a Tamagotchi for your character that feeds on kills.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
What the fuck?
And I was not in at all until I heard that.
Well,
And now I'm in.
I'm kind of in, I guess, I played Modern Warfare 1. That was probably one of my favorite Xbox 360 games, and now this is Modern Warfare 4.
No, it's just Modern Warfare.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you knew that.
Oh, no.
They're
it's
like,
the 4th installment in the Modern Warfare franchise.
But they're like, no. It's a whole new thing. We're starting over.
Well,
Why?
Well, there's a couple reasons why. They're kind
know.
of rebranding as a, I feel like the Call of Duty franchise is sort of doing a lot of things differently than they have been. Like, ever since maybe Black Ops,
I feel like that might be a stretch.
Well, the new Call of Duty is not going to have a season pass. It's not going to have any loot boxes. So basically, like you buy the base game, you're going to get everything. Also, it's the first AAA title that's going to launch with cross-platform play.
That'll be cool.
Xbox and PS4.
That'll be really cool.
So,
What about PC? No
do
one
not
will
know.
cross-play with PC because
Minecraft.
well, yeah, they tried it once with Counter-Strike and
Fortnite Smite does it.
Fortnite does it.
Yeah, Fortnite does it.
I thought, but they'll put you in a mouse and keyboard lobby, won't they?
If you play with somebody who has a mouse and keyboard, like if they're your friend and you join them.
So, but if you play on PC with mouse and keyboard, you can end up in like a controller lobby.
I think if you have a mouse and keyboard, it might default to mouse and keyboard.
That's what I'm saying. So when they
Use
tried
a
it,
controller on your PC.
when they tried it with Counter-Strike, they found that everyone with a mouse and keyboard was crushing everyone with a controller constantly, so they just had to shut it down.
Yeah, that's why I hate playing with PC players in Fortnite. Like, I have a few friends who play with PC, and every time I get in their lobbies, I get wrecked 10 times harder than I do normally, and I already get wrecked.
Cheap mouse, bro.
And to get back at what you were saying, if you play with a controller on PC, I'm pretty sure it puts you in a controller lobby.
What if I plug in a controller on PC and then don't
just
use
fucking
it?
Switch it out. That might be a exploit.
There we go. I'm gonna climb the
They
ranks.
just kick you from the game. Like, restart.
But I'm pretty excited about this. I mean, I would say that I probably played Modern Warfare more than I did Halo. I consider both of those sort of staples of my childhood. So if it's dropping with cross-platform play, you know, I have a high school friend who sort of, me and him played Modern Warfare 1, 2, Black Ops, all that shit together. I think we're both going to get it just so we can, like, play Call of Duty again together. I'm excited.
That'd be cool. I don't know. I might try it. I tried Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4 is, I think, what made this game happen the way that it is, because Black Ops 4 had DLC, a season pass, and loot boxes.
Yeah, and I mean, you said season pass, but they had like the Fortnite version of
like,
seasons.
you could keep buying season passes.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
It was dumb. It was real dumb.
So I hope that, you know.
But I've been wanting to go back and play World War II more. I like that one a lot.
World War II, was that the fifth Call of Duty? The one that came after Modern Warfare?
No. So that was before Black Ops was World War II. Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I never played that one.
That one is really good. And bear in mind, I've literally only played hardcore team deathmatch the whole time I had it. I didn't try anything else on it. But I loved it.
I was always not a hardcore player, but I always preferred the hardcore game modes. They're
same.
Very fun.
Because I'm probably only going to get a couple of shots on a person, so I need them to count.
Yeah, you know,
even if they count on me the same.
It feels more fair that way, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, whereas when you're playing core or whatever, you gotta shoot like almost half of a clip into somebody.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to hit those clips.
At least for me, everyone else seems to be just fine at it, you know?
Those kids play with crazy sensitivity. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up because I saw it this week and I got kind of excited for the first time in a long while about a Call of Duty game.
Is it going to have zombies? Or
I would assume so. But
which? Because there's 3 that put them out now, right?
I think 2, but also I'm not super versed.
Treyarch
and Activision.
I thought that was it. It's just the 2.
So I think Treyarch is the one that does the zombies, and
so,
Activision is putting out this one, so maybe not.
So it's on, because Activision publishes it either way, because it's on Battle.net, which is where Activision publishes their games.
Okay.
On PC. So
does Treyarch
World War
develop
II and Black Ops both had zombies, and those were one from each publisher.
Okay. Yeah,
so
I really don't know. I know that the Modern Warfare series has sort of had a kind of like survival game mode but that's not zombies.
Infected?
No, it's more of a.
They have like aliens or whatever.
No, it's more like you have like a squad, maybe
They
like
did
2 to 3 people, and you just have to
Ghost.
fight NPCs that are human, just soldiers.
Okay, like a horde mode.
Yeah, like a horde mode. But you can buy new weapons as you kill people or move on with the waves.
I always liked Infected on those games.
Dude, I had a lot of fun with Infected.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably try it. It sounds like it could be fun. May as well.
And you put me on another tangent. You guys ever played Dirt 3?
No, I didn't.
That's
it seems
a
like it'll
car
be
game?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a car game.
I've played it.
That's the one we want to do, or one of the ones we want to do drunk driving with, because it has a PSVR compatibility.
Oh.
So we want to get a race wheel and a big case of beers and do drunk driving as a video.
It's because driving in that game is hard enough already.
Yeah.
But they had an infected game mode where you drive around in like a enclosed area, kind of like a Mario Kart type thing, but
yeah,
very different. And the way you would infect other cars is just by fucking wrecking into them.
Nice.
It was I played that a shit ton.
I've got a tangent. Did you ever play Burnout?
Yes, dude. I played. It was one on PlayStation 2.
Burnout 3 Takedown, because that was the best one.
Burnout Revenge.
That one was pretty good.
I think that was the one I played.
But yeah, this
Good-
has
good
nothing to
games.
do with infected, but it had a similar mode, except instead of infecting, you just wreck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like where you try to like rack up the debt of your wreck.
Yeah, they had that too. Oh man, what a good game! Just do that again. Stop whatever it is those people are working on, and just do one of those again.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with their studio.
I don't even know which one it is. Who knows? Could be any of them.
Y'all want to talk about Hero?
Y'all motherfuckers want to talk about Thwack.
Thwack.
He's pretty broken.
Oh,
I feel like, he's not broken, just, every
He's
time I play him, I
broken.
feel like I'm outplaying people. You know what I'm saying? Just like...
You're not. You're outrolling people.
My skill
It's
just
different.
goes up, like, so high every time I play Hero. Like, I feel like a god,
I didn't care for him. I still haven't played him yet, though. So maybe I'll like him if I play him.
I hate how much I like him. I honestly wish he was more balanced so that I could, like, get invested in him and actually try to be good with him. But the thing is, you don't have to be good with him. You just gotta thwack at the right time.
You know how you can do Russian roulette with Game & Watch?
yeah.
Is there a Russian roulette with Hero yet?
I mean, you can.
What's Russian roulette? What do you mean? I'm confused.
Well, with Game & Watch, you take turns doing side Bs until somebody gets a 9. And you do it for 3 stocks.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I guess you can do it with down B and just take the first one every time. See who gets thwack or kamikaze or something.
That's kind of what I do whenever I'm playing Hero. I don't like to like look down and stop what I'm doing to read that menu, so I'll just usually just pick the first thing that comes up and hope for the best. I've had I would say a 50%, maybe more 33% success rate on that.
Hey, that's not nothing.
Because most of the moves are good. Only a few sort of hinder you.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just too. It's not a Smash character,
Yeah. But, like Bailey has said before in the podcast, I guess Sakurai, that's the guy's name, right?
Yeah.
Said that he didn't
Master
want...
Hero Soccer guy.
He didn't want... He wants this game to be silly, I guess, and I think that he's achieved that with Hero. So,
man,
congratulations.
If he wants it to be silly, give me Mei.
Mei from Pokemon?
Mei from Overwatch.
Overwatch.
She's silly.
Is that the nerf this person?
No, that's Diva.
Oh, okay.
Diva could be fun, but not in Smash.
I beg to differ.
I know you do. What would her moveset be?
Guns.
She has unlimited clip. Is that what she would do in this?
Maybe it would overheat. I don't know.
Or she just use it as a jab.
Her down B is self-destruct every time.
Then she just goes into Zero Suit.
Yeah.
You think the robot would just self-destruct right where you hit down B, or it would just fly forward and then blow
It
up?
would do whatever direction it was going, it would just kind of keep.
Okay.
I would take just a Diva skin for Zero Suit Samus. That'd be cool.
That's just imagine brown hair and you're there.
Nuh-uh. She doesn't have a ponytail.
I mean,
I
she
guess.
could.
She does in some.
She went to go buy some hair ties.
It's not the same.
I know what you mean.
I don't like Hero. I think he's bad for the competitive scene. I think he's just bad for the game in general.
Does the competitive scene acknowledge DLC fighters?
Yeah, MKLeo just won Evo with Joker.
Huh. It seems like an ever-changing competitive scene.
Hero's already banned from some tournaments, I believe.
Not surprised.
I bet he'll get a nerf.
Yeah, but I don't think it matters if he gets a nerf. It's just the way his kit's set up. He gets random crits. He can kill you at 0. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
That was loud. That came up on all of our mics.
It's still going. I can't even get it open.
Just do it, dude.
All right, I got it.
I don't know. He's fun to play actually, but I don't know.
Pass. He's no piranha plant.
Piranha Plant just
he's
got a
no
buff.
Plant gang.
I don't know why that's your main.
I don't either.
Such an odd main choice.
It was an accident. Like, I picked him as a joke the first time, and I was like, I kind of like this.
That's cool, though. There's not a lot of people playing, so it's fun.
Got that sleeper status, you know? Don't drop shit in my apartment. It's brand new.
You broke it.
This carpet?
You broke the carpet.
I don't know about the carpet. It had that stain when I moved in, so who knows?
I think it's like aesthetic, you know? It's not like...
It looks lived
You
in.
can hardly
Uniform.
see stains on this carpet, though.
That's true. So, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, have you ever heard of Patriot Act, the show?
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
You like
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Hassan Minaj?
I haven't.
On the
I've just
Blue
heard of it
Fromage?
here and there. I'm not really familiar.
Okay. Well, he has a stand-up on Netflix that's pretty good. But
Okay.
it's one of those, like, did you ever watch Three Mics on Netflix?
No.
It's one of those, like, sad stand-ups where he tells jokes and you laugh, but then when you leave, you're like, man.
Kind of like that new Dave Chappelle shit, or even Aziz Ansari's
Well, it's
newest
like the last story he tells is a funny-ish story about a girl who he tried to take to prom who liked him, but her parents said he couldn't because he was brown.
one. All right.
And so you leave and you're like, man, people suck.
Yeah.
But, like, that was a funny show. Anyway, he has a political talk show now.
And it's pretty controversial.
It is. He almost got in some real trouble for covering the Indian elections, even though he is of Indian descent. And he just wanted to talk about it. Apparently, that's a no-no. Anyway, he did an episode recently. The most recent one is about video games. And not how they cause murderers. How, just how toxic working for a video game company is. And he interviewed some people who broke stories and some people who worked for companies. He talked about Telltale specifically. And he interviewed an employee, and she said she showed up. She was called to the conference room with every other employee. The CEO was doing a stand-up bit. Well, I couldn't remember if it was the CEO or the COO.
CFO,
Cool.
CTO. There's a lot of.
There's a lot of them.
There's a
He
lot
was
of
doing stand-up, trying to, like, entertain the crowd, and then he was like, we're shutting down. He said exactly, our journey here is over, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And they were given 40 minutes to be out of the building with all their stuff.
Man, why start that off with a stand-up bit whenever you know you're on a time crunch?
Yeah, right?
It's like it takes up their first 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, hey, so Mr. CEO, we only have an hour to get everybody out of the building. He's like, oh, don't worry.
I've only got 20 minutes of material. We'll be fine.
And I've always been kind of on the fence about trying it out. Now seems like a great time.
So,
It's up there.
But yeah, it was a really interesting episode. They talked about who is it that does League? What are they called?
Riot?
Riot. They talked about Riot. Apparently, Riot is a real shit show.
Yeah.
Like, especially for female employees.
Yeah, they're misogynistic and...
So the COO of Riot has a very well-known list of the female employees in the office he wants to sleep with, and he passes it around to all the male employees to double check, how's she, stuff like that.
Do you approve?
So the
What
girl that came forward there after she wouldn't respond to payoffs or stuff like that, she broke the story, took him to court, lost her job over it, and he is still the COO. Nothing happened to him. He got 2 months of unpaid suspension.
I think he can bounce back from that.
I'm never playing League again.
Yeah, you are.
I haven't played in a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I took all of your focus and used it for Overwatch. I've played 50 hours this week.
I've just been playing Smash.
Maybe the last 2 weeks.
Let's talk to continue that. Definitely not the same type of situation, but are you familiar with the whole Visceral thing?
Mm-mm.
Maybe.
You know who Visceral is?
No.
Maybe.
What'd they do?
They did the Dead Space games.
Okay, yeah.
They did a few other things too. I think between Dead Space 2 and 3, EA got a hold of that company and sort of bought them out. And then Dead Space 3 came out. Not really focusing on that. After Dead Space 3 came out, EA was like, "Hey, we want you to make a Star Wars game."
Yes.
And they
had that tech demo that they showed that looked really promising.
Single player, I think it was Darth Maul game.
It was a bounty hunter game. It was the one where the guy's walking out of the den on Tatooine, right?
I need to watch this because I didn't know there was actually any footage.
Yeah, there was a tech demo of just a guy walking out of a hut into a city, and it looked phenomenal when it leaked. So
yeah, then they presented that to EA, the single player game. They were like, well, we wanted you to make a multiplayer game. And forgive me if I have the information wrong. I know the gist of it. Basically what happened is they liquidated Visceral. Just completely shut that down.
They moved some of them over to Battlefront.
Yeah. And then received all of that backlash from Battlefront 2. Then Apex Legends comes out, Respawn Entertainment. The people who have been making successful multiplayer games for so long.
Titanfall
2, Apex or whatever. And they're like, we want you to make a single player Star Wars game. And now we have Jedi The Fallen Order.
Yeah. So
this isn't the same type of deal as no,
but it's still
harassment.
They still liquidated a whole company there,
and a company who made games that were single player games that were very good.
Yeah,
I loved the Dead Space 1 and 2, 3. It was fine.
What was it? So something else happened with that game because it got leaked and then announced, and then EA said in a press conference, something along the lines of, based on the current scene in video gaming, we decided a single-player game wouldn't be what people wanted to play, so we're reworking it into a fast-paced, short-round multiplayer experience. And then it got shut down.
Yeah.
Completely.
Q, Horizon, Zero Dawn, and then God of War.
Yeah.
And that press conference
Breath of the Wild.
Well. Yeah, I think it's... poor Visceral. They really got shafted on that one.
Let's see if I can actually find that.
I know you guys aren't Trekkies or whatever they call Star Wars fans, but how do you feel about Jedi: The Fallen Order? Have we talked about that before? I don't think we have.
Thought we did.
I have a feeling it's going to be hot garbage.
Yeah, I
but
guess I'm hopeful.
Maybe not.
I'm very hopeful.
The story for Titanfall 2 was good.
I really like this has nothing to do with the game or the gameplay or anything like that, but I really like the character who was playing the main character.
Who is it?
Ian from Shameless.
I haven't watched that.
Well,
is he William H. Macy?
No. But have you seen Gotham?
Yeah, a little bit.
Jerome from Gotham.
Who was Jerome?
The Joker.
Oh yeah, he's really good.
He's the main character.
Here, this was the clip that got leaked.
Okay. But yeah, Jerome from Gotham is the main character in Jedi: The Fallen Order.
So there's a whole bunch of interviews and stuff intercut in this, but that was just that shot of him walking out was what got leaked.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Man, I feel like Visceral could have killed this.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago when this video recapping the already canceled game came out.
Yeah, so disappointing. But I guess I'm hopeful, but I really have just very low expectations. Definitely not something I'm trying to pre-order or really that much looking forward to. But if it turns out to be good, I'll definitely be purchasing it.
I picked up Battlefront 2 on opening night.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was real bad. I had high hopes.
That's like the video game equivalent of voting for Donald Trump.
No, it isn't.
It's just so bad. Have you been playing it recently?
No, I have not voted for Donald Trump recently.
I guess
or ever in my life.
I guess more recently, the game is where it should have been on release, and so people are saying it's kind of good now. But
I bought it and I had issues with all the money stuff and all that. But moreover, I've decided I just don't like Battlefield, Battlefront games.
Yeah.
Like I never have a squad to go in with, which in Battlefield, if you don't go in with friends, you're dead. That's it. And then in Battlefront, just I couldn't kill anything, you know? Like I ran around, I shot, I hit stuff, but the guns were like Nerf guns. Just nothing happened.
Damn. Yeah, I never really played too much of the Battlefront series.
I still have the originals on both PlayStation and Steam.
Okay, I take that back. I haven't played the DICE Battlefront series. I do have Battlefront 2 for the PlayStation 2 still.
Oh man, that was a classic. You go in, do the Galactic Conquest, just hours.
Yep.
We found a cheese spot on top of... Oh man, I can't remember where it was. It might have been Bespin, but there's a bridge, and only the jetpack, I can't remember what they're called, but the troopers with the jetpacks.
Were they the Shadow Troopers? I don't think so.
No, this was before that. I think they were just jump troopers or something.
Okay.
But only they could get up there. And it was like, when you're up there, you can go prone and shoot off the bridge, and it's a choke between two of the points. So you can just crawl to either side, and no one can hit you because you just crawl back and regenerate your health. Oh, it was so good. And the computer AI never thought to go up there in the first place. So,
good old times.
You want to chime in, or you got something going on?
You ever play Battlefront 2? Never played Battlefront 2?
No.
Well then,
do you want to?
The door is right there.
I have the PS2 and the game.
Dude, it's so good.
And 3 controllers.
It's so good. You have like a multi-tap or Xbox?
Yeah, I have a multi-tap.
Nice.
But my multi-tap might be broken.
Man, playing 4-player Battlefront, the multi-tap.
Classic.
That's some fucking Tamagotchi and Modern Warfare shit.
Oh, man.
I saw an ad saying they were giving away free Tamagotchis
Yeah? Where?
on Instagram.
Okay.
Free Tamagotchi?
I don't know. You wanted me to say something.
I was going to talk about something I saw recently with a Tamagotchi in it, and then I remembered it was The Cave, and I was like,
yeah.
They were there.
JPEG.
They remember.
Did y'all watch the Denzel Curry episode?
No, but I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about it.
But
my
I've
God,
rewatched
it's so
the
good.
Doja Cat episode a couple of times now.
Doja Cat's episode's pretty good. But the Denzel Curry episode is like the best episode, I think.
Have you listened to any of her stuff that wasn't in that video?
Yeah,
Bitch, I'm a cow.
I just
I'm a
don't
cow.
like it.
I do.
But then her freestyle I thought was so funny. I don't know.
I'm not a cat.
I don't say meow.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
Yes.
Dude,
If I had to pick a song, I'd pick Tia Tamara, not that one.
Well,
But
With Rico Nasty.
that song
yes.
was just all over Twitter for a while.
yeah.
And it cracked me up so hard. Moo.
Oh man, my nose is stuffed up. I'm having to breathe through my mouth. Like I don't like this at all.
Dude, speaking of breathing through your mouth, actually,
Everyone, never mind. I was gonna say everyone from my hometown, but like some of them listen, and I actually like the ones that listen. I actually like them. So
if you just bleep out everyone from my boop, I feel like it'll be fine.
place of worship.
They won't know.
Everyone from my place of worship. What were you saying?
Man.
I interrupted you with
I don't
like
remember.
nothing.
I don't remember what I was saying. What was I
Okay.
talking about? I probably wasn't talking about anything super important. I mean, Doja Cat.
I mean, we never do. That's not our thing.
I'm trying to.
Speaking of not talking about things that are super important, video games causing mass murderers. Go.
I feel like I was trying to avoid this topic.
Yeah, but we're here.
I feel biased
We
in
may
this
as well.
situation. You know, I feel extremely biased.
As a mass murderer, I feel like I can...
Oh, I mean, because the first game I ever played, like I mentioned earlier in the podcast, was Mortal Kombat on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
You know,
mine was Afterburner, which is much less violent.
But my parents never really censored me on that. They just, I was sort of growing up whenever video games were really exploding. I mean, I'm sure they were exploding before then, but it was, ever
we're
since
the same age, right?
I'm 23.
Okay, we're close.
Yeah, basically, same generation. Video games have come a long way in my lifetime.
I was gonna say, you weren't like growing up when Pong was around.
No,
so,
definitely
okay.
not. I had a Nintendo 64 as my first console.
Lucky. I never had one of
console
those.
too.
I never had one. That's why I'm shit at Nintendo games still.
Played some.
I think A button is for jump.
A button is for jump.
No,
A
it is
button is
not.
X, and it is for jump.
No, X is for jump.
No, X is square. I think.
No.
Is X Y?
X is Y.
Triangle.
Maybe Y is... Wait, look, you got a controller right there.
That's not a controller. All right. let's talk about that for a second.
I agree.
Yeah, no, X is triangle. My bad. What a weird layout.
It's dope.
It's like
that, like, don't copy my homework.
You know
shit.
how you
Xbox
read
and Nintendo.
You know how you read left to right, top to bottom? Do all that shit in reverse. That's how the buttons are. A, B, X, Y.
I put that. I guess I haven't had an Xbox since the 360, so going from the PlayStation to the Switch was kind of an easier transition for me. I just have to switch my mind because I'm just so
Switch. Oh shit!
Dude.
Now I have to leave my own apartment.
Yeah, I won. This is my apartment now.
Oh man, are you taking over the bills?
Hell no.
Hell yeah, dude.
I got a little overzealous when I was signing leases. I can handle it, but I forgot how much I'm paying here.
Oh.
Well, it's a pretty nice place. Oh man, to go back to the gun violence thing, today on Twitter I saw this dude.
Is it gay marriage?
No.
Did you see that lady who said gay marriage causes mass murders?
I'd rather not. I feel like that would just put me in a bad mood almost immediately.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
feeling
she
pretty good right now.
lost her because she was a lawmaker. She was on the Senate or something, maybe House. I don't know. Either way, she lost her seat over that.
Okay,
yeah,
that brought it back up.
Fucking Ohio, man.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if I want to say anything serious about the topic because I feel like I'm too close to the situation to where anybody would be
As
like
a mass murderer or a video game
as in
player,
just I've been playing video games
or
forever.
potentially gay man.
Well, those two basicay. I played
Okay.
video games for my whole life, and
He knows his way around a joystick.
fuck. But yeah,
It took you a second to get over that joke. It was too good. Sometimes the classics are worth a revisit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just, I feel I like it whenever people who don't play video games all the time are like throwing these statistics out that like this isn't it, but not the point I'm trying to say. On Twitter today, I saw this dude. He was like playing Minecraft and was like feeding two pigs food so that they would have sex and have a kid. And he's like, "Oh man, Minecraft is so fun." And then he like takes his camera away from the fucking screen and picks up a sword. Time to go kill people.
Yeah, that's basically where it is.
I felt a little bit like that was too soon, but
I know I've talked about it in AR points, but I think it was before both of you were here. Have y'all ever watched Bullshit with Penn and Teller?
No. Is that like a YouTube series?
No, it was an HBO show.
Oh, okay.
So it's hour-long episodes where they take something and they have a team of researchers analyze everything and they interview experts on both sides and then they tell you this is bullshit, here's why. They did an episode over video game violence back in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They showed people playing like Call of Duty 3. And it was like, man, this is peak violence right here. This was before the airport massacre
If only
in Call
they
of
knew.
Duty.
If only they knew.
And so they took a kid who was like a pretty good Call of Duty player. Took him to a shooting range with a veteran, an actual active duty combat vet who plays Call of Duty with the guys in his battalion as a way of socializing now that they're all kind of retired.
Yeah.
You know?
It sounds like really bad PTSD.
Well,
I mean, I feel like it's a way to mitigate it.
Yeah,
you know?
he digs it. He has a good time with it. It's like camaraderie without the consequences that they had before.
It's like you don't actually have to kill people now.
Yeah, so they go to this...
It's so fucked, though. Like, I feel like that's just a trigger. I don't know. Continue.
No. So they go to this shooting range, and they hand the kid an AR... Well, it's an M4. So it's the civilian version of the everyday carry rifle that the infantry is issued. And he gets 3 rounds in the magazine, and the guy says, all right, shoot that target. And it's... the target is a picture of Ron Jeremy holding someone hostage.
Okay.
Which is hilarious. He shoots once, and he's like, I don't want to do it anymore. It was weird. It was way different than the game. They do the rest of the episode, and then at the end, Penn Jillette starts to get really emotional, and he's like, this is bullshit. They're spreading this around. It's not true. Here's what we didn't show you. And it goes back to the kid, and he's bawling his eyes out. He's like, that is so different from the game.
Yeah.
He just wants no part of that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how maybe for some people that it might have some kind of effect on them that is negative. So, but
well, I think
that that's more a indicator of an underlying problem that would happen. I feel like maybe video games could potentially fuel that kind of thing, but I feel like regardless of that, there's a problem there from the start.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I think you can learn a little bit about how to handle a weapon in a video game.
Yeah.
But like that's not in and of itself a bad thing. In fact,
yeah, aren't these the same people that are telling us that video games are violent? Aren't these the same people that want guns?
More guns. That's the solution. Yeah, it's weird. Everyone needs something to hate. But I think if anything it probably just helps relieve aggression. You know?
In the same way that maybe working out does for some other people. Yeah. Or, I don't know, fucking getting drunk. Yeah, or that, whatever. Getting drunk, going to a bar and just punching some dude in the face. There's
I actually had an old roommate who, man, like, if there was anyone in the world I wouldn't mess with, it was this guy. He was active duty Army. When he got off his active duty, he went Merchant Marines. He was covered in stab wounds, but he wouldn't talk about them. And he was still in the reserves while we were roommates. And he would just, like, every time we would go out, he would just pick a fight, just randomly. Like, we're walking out of the bar, and he's like, hey, guy, fuck you. And the guy's like, what'd you just say? And he's like, yeah, fuck you. And then we would have to defuse the situation every time. And I think that was just, like... That was just his thing,
At some point when he's like, hey, you want to go out tonight? You're not just like, nah, dude. No, I really don't want to go out
like
with
he was a good time until then,
Well, but if it happened every time...
Nah.
Who's really in the wrong at that point?
it never escalated beyond that. By the time he was at that level, he was pretty easy to get into the back of a car, Just...
It's like, oh shit, what time is it? I gotta go tell somebody fuck you real fast. The bar's about to close.
It's like, last call. He gets up.
Oh, man.
You're right back.
Who's fighting me?
This was at the sketchiest bar, too. It was the only place to go out to in this town. It's a place called Shenanigans. We called it Shenasties, or just Nasties, if we're being real. And it was like, the whole front of the house was a pretty typical nightclub with like kind of a Western, also tiki vibe. Yeah.
What?
But then there's a back room that's just like a straight up hip hop nightclub. But it was like just ghetto rap blaring and all of the white people in town in that room packed together. It was the weirdest thing. All right. And then you always leave through the back door and all the parking is in the back. So, people just get stabbed there. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
They had nickel test tube shots every like Tuesday, so you could bring $1 and just have 20 shots.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I feel like after 20 shots from a nickel test tube, I'd be trying to fight someone too.
Yeah. Oh man. Good times. I hear they built a second bar in that town after I left.
Two things came to my mind. One that has nothing to do with video games at all, but has to do with people being just dumb in public. I saw this video on Reddit today where...
Was it on Fight Porn or Public Freakout?
Public Freakout.
Oh yeah, those are good.
It was or maybe it was r/trashy. It might have been that.
It's pretty much the same thing most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the gist.
Yeah.
But it's two white people. Not that has anything to do with anything.
But like, does it in the story?
I mean, kind of, just because. Yeah, I guess maybe not. I don't know.
It can have something to do with it without being like an offensive or divisive thing.
It seems like
if it's two white people yelling East Side, West Side at each other, throwing out Tupac and Biggie quotes.
No.
Like, that's just, that's something you need to bring up.
No, they're just fucking in like public. Like in like the grass, like
okay.
on the ground, like next to a sidewalk where people are walking, just like
just
going for it. And this dude has, I guess what I'm assuming is not a girlfriend, but a friend who's a girl of his, film them, right? And she's like, what the fuck is going on? And this dude walks up with a bike and picks up the bike and just fucking hits it on that dude's head. And the dude faints on the girl while they're fucking. And the girl like screams. And then the dude that threw the bike is like walking back. He's like, I've got kids. He's like, I'm assuming that this was
got kids.
I'm assuming that this is near a school, and they were
like in a neighborhood.
Yeah, and he fucking just pwned that guy with a fucking bike, and he just collapsed. He was like on top of the girl and just out.
Drugs are a hell of a drug.
Yeah, that's what everybody in the comments was saying. Like they're definitely on something, but oh man, dude, what?
I've got kids.
Gotta love the internet, bringing people together. We really are the best place to come for video games coverage.
Is that our? I don't think that's our brand anymore.
That's our tagline.
That's what we're getting. Well, I've been trying really hard this episode to get back on brand.
I brought
I just ruined
two
it.
topics.
I know I just ruined it right there with that, but
it's all right. We can put that in the Patreon episode. Oh, I have so many episodes on backlog to edit and put up there. Oh yeah, we should probably apologize. Like, we haven't done much lately.
I think we should maybe not apologize, just brand this as like that was the end of season 1. Here we go. This is the start of season 2.
Shit's about to go off the rails.
We're going to be playing porn sound bites all the time.
We're about to hit this every week.
No, yeah, I moved, and it was like a 2-week process, basically. So, and the 2 weeks prior to that, we recorded, and it was like good stuff, but it wasn't on brand. So that's going on our Patreon. It was mostly just us. I don't even remember. I think like they're all labeled like arbitrary things. Bailey's a downer, Matt's a downer.
Be on the lookout for season 2.
Season 2 of Channel 3 is gonna be wild.
Yeah, I was feeling kind of guilty about it, but
man, so I felt guilty about the quality of our podcast for a little bit there, and then I listened to this podcast and I'm bringing this back to my sister, and I love you, sis, but what you exposed me to in the car that day is unforgivable. It was this podcast, and it was this guy who had, I guess he had built up fame for something, maybe Twitter fame or something like that. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to do a podcast. And my first guest is going to be Danny DeVito. And so me and her were both psyched. We're big, for some reason, Danny DeVito fans.
Okay.
And we start listening, and it's this kid, he does street interviews about how to open his podcast for the opening. And it's all these people being like, get out of my face. Like, he's in Canada, and these people are being rude to him. That's how annoying he was being. Right?
Uh-huh.
So he does all that. He opens the podcast, and then he introduces his guest, and it was just sound bites from Always Sunny. He would ask a question, and then play a Danny DeVito sound bite. And I got so mad when I realized what was going on. Oh, felt robbed. So anyway,
It could be
Danny,
worse.
if you're listening, we'd like to have you on the show for real
Yeah,
sometime.
Danny Brown would be sick to have on the show.
No.
Jack! In the mic.
I was gonna
We
do
ask
an
him a
impression
question.
there, but I don't think I could do it any justice.
Yeah, I would feel ashamed immediately. I thought about it too for a second,
Yeah.
but
What?
there's no way. Trying to do a
In your
Danny
head,
Brown
because
impression.
in your head, you nailed it. You're like, oh wait, what are we doing? Mic check, mic check.
That wasn't bad. That was good.
Then it's
I imagine having Danny Brown on a podcast. You just ask him like a really serious question. He might like look like he's thinking about it for a second. Just be like, I'm not gonna say the word. But you know where I was going with that.
Is?
You know, he'd say something like check. You know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
but
his
like all,
voice.
but like all high pitched and he'd fade off at the end with like an R sound in there
Have you-
somewhere.
Have you heard his laugh?
No.
I've seen so much stuff with him. I'm sure I've heard it.
Is
but-
it like a real laugh or is it like a character affectation?
don't
I
know.
can't
It's-
tell with
It's
him.
really funny though.
I was playing I've been opening the store, like I said, and we had a guy from corporate who's coming in to help us open and all that stuff. He's a really nice guy. And I got put in charge of music for some reason because the guy who's normally connected to the speaker wasn't there. And so I asked, what does everyone like? And this guy says he likes hip hop. He tries to keep like current hip hop, and you know, that's not my thing. I don't have a whole lot of it, but I played what I could. And then that Run the Jewels song comes on with Danny Brown.
Yeah.
And so I'm listening to it, and I say out loud, like, I can't decide if I like Danny Brown or not. And just totally straight faced, he goes, I don't. It's like, all right, I get that. I
feel
get
like-
it.
I feel like that's almost everyone's first impression of Danny Brown. He has okay, now we're getting off topic. He has that song. He has a song with the Gorillaz, and I was at like a social gathering once, and it came on, and I was like, man, I love this song. I love Danny Brown. And whatever girl I was talking to, she was like, oh, I like this song for the person who features in the first half. I was like, she was like, I don't even,
Gorillas?
yeah, there was like
Okay.
2 features on it. Some
Okay.
pop singer, and then Danny Brown in the second half comes in with a verse that I think is just absolutely awesome. And his verse starts, and that girl's boyfriend or husband was like, asked her, he's like, you like this song? And I was just like, yeah, Danny Brown's pretty cool.
It's one of those things where I listened to him ironically for a little bit, and then I was like, okay, I have to accept that I kind of like this,
yeah,
you know?
it's
Because the first time I was exposed to him was on it was a Childish Gambino remix of "Toxic" by Britney
dude,
Spears.
hell yeah, that song
Yeah.
bangs.
Yeah, it does. And I would listen to it for Childish Gambino, and then we get to his part, and I was like, man, this guy's really annoying. And then just over time, I guess I got numb to it, and then I started enjoying it.
Yeah, it's got to the point for me where
Same
I
way I
just
was with
genuinely-
Billie Eilish there for a little bit, you know? Like, everyone was like, she sucks. And I was like, yeah, totally. And then it just kept playing, and I was like, nah, she's pretty good.
yeah, I've gotten to the point now where I've just unapologetically like love Danny Brown's voice, but you know, it could just be like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them that are like that. Like, Sunflower, when it first came out, I was like, man, I don't understand anything this guy's saying. This is garbage. And now I'm like, I don't understand anything this guy's saying. I love it. I sing it just like Miles Morales does. That's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh man, we should try to do like commentaries of movies, like the ones that I watch that no one else will watch with me. We should try to do one of those.
I feel like those are scripted.
They are. They watch the movie a few times and write in some jokes so that they can get the timing right on them.
Yeah.
But then, you know, but it's one of those things where like if we do a movie that we know, we've probably already got some jokes ready to go, and then we can do the rest of it. We'll do it raw, you know?
Okay.
But I think we should do that. That'd be fun. Pick a movie. My vote is Daredevil with Ben Affleck.
No.
You know, I've never seen that, but
Really?
Your name is Matt Murdock.
yeah, I've never seen it though.
Man, everyone's you're off your phone now.
I'm trying
that's
to
real
I'm
sweet.
trying to look for some more
more
of this
squirting videos.
gaming news. No, I've been scrolling.
Oh shit, are we gonna do news? Do we even introduce ourselves?
All right, we're starting over.
We're not. No.
Welcome back to Channel 3 Podcast.
Welcome back to the Nerd Grind.
My name
We're
is
starting
Matt.
all the way over.
Back to the beginning. Later, nerds. Oh, Wes, we miss you.
Didn't you have a song for that?
I do. I still put it at the end of every episode.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. It's nice to know you've never made it that far.
Shows what you know, Bailey. Jeez Louise.
Now, the news song only appeared in a couple of episodes, but I feel like I could make a resurgence here if Matt finds news.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm trying. He's looking for news.
There's like an
I'm looking for news real hard. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
You talk about let's see.
I've already like gone through everything on r/gaming news that I could.
Yeah, I could present my topic for mine and Norman's podcast.
What's your topic?
Well, here's a little teaser. Norman doesn't even know this, and I doubt he will have made it this far into this episode. So
probably not this one after all the fucking squirting
People are
sounds.
gonna hit that part of the video.
So just
Nope.
a little sizzle on the episode. It's going to be about a myth from not exactly my hometown, but the town next door. The Terrell, Texas Candy Lady.
We talked about this.
I think
Was it
we
on the
might
podcast?
have. Well, it might have been off the podcast.
I don't think I'm familiar with the.
So she, without, obviously the full story will be in the podcast with Norman, but the gist is a bunch of kids would receive candy mysteriously on their windowsill for a while, and then eventually the kids would go missing.
Damn.
And there happens to be a lady who murdered her husband with poison candy who escaped from an insane asylum in town. So...
Damn, have you guys put out an episode yet?
No, not yet. We worked out a day to record and all that stuff, and then I had to move. It took over my life for a while.
Yeah. Oh man. Whenever you put that up, I would like to listen to that. I feel like
It's a good episode. I wrote out a script for my story for that episode, and we'll riff and make jokes and have fun.
Yeah.
But there's a pretty detailed paper that I wrote on it, basically.
Nice.
And I'm about to start reviewing my second topic, which I'm not going to reveal. But let's just say it's based on an episode of Do Go On that I've been listening to about prison breaks.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the same prison, obviously, because they're covering that pretty well. I feel like you could just listen to that and get the gist,
Did y'all read that story about that kid that had a stroke from hitting his jewel too much?
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm having a stroke.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I feel like I'm
No.
having a stroke when I don't hit my.
Every time I get a whiff of food, I'm like, oh fuck, is that what toast smells like? Am I having a stroke?
But they said that it happened because he was hitting it every 10 minutes, and I was like, I feel like I hit mine way more than that.
Yeah.
Also, he was like a kid, though. Like, his body
Yeah, that's
wasn't
not
fully
good.
developed. I don't know. It kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, as we've been doing this podcast, I've been like, maybe I just shouldn't hit my jewel right now. And then I'll, wait. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to hit it. And then I get nervous again. And I'm like, ugh. This is a good way to quit, I guess.
We should all do it together at some point.
We should all have a stroke together.
Yes.
Okay.
We should all stroke together.
I've been sober for 8 days.
I was actually sober with you until today, but not on purpose, just because I hadn't bought beer in a while.
Yeah.
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 But that's
Doing
good.
pretty
I'm happy for you. If
Thanks.
that's what you want to do, you got my support. I mean, you're
I'm just doing it
boring
to
as
lose
shit
weight.
sober, but...
Yeah, I know. It's just not a good night in general for me. I'm just kind of off.
No, I feel you. I'm super tired. Like I said, I've been up for 3 days.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like Bailey carries me a lot of episodes, so it's just only fair to return the favor every now
Do
and
I?
then.
I feel like you just kind of randomly yell into the mic while you're drunk in most episodes. Yeah, just Danny Brown.
Gee, thanks.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I
yeah,
don't know,
that's
I'm just
awesome.
off today.
I actually I weighed myself at my parents' place a few months ago, and then when I went back a few weeks ago, and I have lost 20 pounds from something. So
Nice.
I'm thinking about cutting out everything except water and chicken and just keeping it going, you know?
You know, you could just put the chicken in the water and then drink that.
Oh,
and eat it
yeah.
at the same
just
time.
blend it. I've been making these smoothies with
Chicken.
I have strawberry protein powder.
Yeah.
So do that, a little bit of almond milk and ice, and then a whole banana. And it's
Okay.
just, oh man, it's delicious. It's like 200 calories. It's awesome.
Nice.
So there was something that I was going to bring up earlier, but
Oh, okay.
sort of got sidetracked.
Is it about games or hip
It's
hop
about
or squirting?
Stop. You know.
Oh, don't even. All right, so here's what happened. I was in Florida and I got my first big paycheck from this new job. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, I'm going to invest. So I have a portfolio already. I had some stock in some other companies that aren't doing well. I bought cryptocurrency and then I was like, man, GameStop is down. They're down to like $6. Surely it's not going to go lower than that. Like they got to pull something out. And I was reading Wall Street Bets and they're like, GameStop actually pays good dividends if you have it because they pay quarterly and they pay like 25% dividends or something like that.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I'll buy it. And it's gone down to like $2.80 at its lowest. I think it's sitting at like $3 right now.
Yeah, they're having issues. I know that a whole bunch of stores have been closed down lately. I saw this article where a whole bunch of regional managers have been fired due to quote unquote restructuring.
Yeah.
And I've just been seeing people on Twitter just have at them. They were like,
Yeah.
GameStop is now looking for a buyer to
So they've been courting buyers for a while.
Okay.
Not actively looking, but open to it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But they've also been buying companies and shutting them down. Like they partnered with ThinkGeek corporately.
Uh-huh.
They merged somehow. I don't know who bought who. And now they've shut down the ThinkGeek website. And like you can't, I didn't go there often, but they had some cool stuff. You just have to buy it on GameStop.com now, basically.
But again, it's just a tweet that inspired this topic.
Yeah.
Some dude like retweeted GameStop is looking for a buyer. It's like, I'll offer $7.44.
Yeah.
And that feels really good to me because I sold my whole Xbox collection just to get a 360 and Left 4 Dead, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, and Fable 2.
Yeah. And I've got opinions on that because I worked there for 5 years.
Jeez, I did not know that.
Yeah, I did. 2013 to last year, I guess. I guess I quit. I quit the same time I quit, actually.
Okay.
And like, yeah, the buyback rates are bad, but that's because they have 60 copies of whatever it is in the back, you know?
Yeah.
I took a picture because someone got mad about not being able to sell vanilla Destiny 1 for very much money. And
It's
I
like
took a picture.
$5.
We had, and I'm not joking, 60 copies in the back.
It's like
on the wall.
$5 to begin with anyway.
Yeah. So I showed them that. They got mad. And then, but that, all of that aside, and we do, like, Norman is a manager at GameStop.
Did you work the one here in town?
Yeah, I did.
So is
for
Norman
a
the
while.
one that looks kind of like Hector?
A little
What?
bit.
Norman's the bald
Yeah,
one.
kind of.
So you know Norman?
Yeah, I know Norman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Norman's been
He's
on the
been
show.
on the show
Yeah.
What?
Just before
guys
you were
know
here.
a
him?
few times.
He's the one who's doing the other podcast with me.
Whoa! I want to
Yeah,
meet this
I
guy.
just Snapchatted
Yeah,
him
he's
the other
super
day
cool.
too. I was like, "You gotta come on again," and he's like, "I'm working all the time. I'm sorry."
I really
Yeah.
want to meet him because I remember, okay, whenever I first moved to San Marcos, I like went to GameStop and I was like, "Yo, I want a job here." And Norman's the guy that I see the most there.
Yeah.
And he kind of entertained it. Like I was just like this dumb freshman. He kind of like he was like, "Yeah, man, we'll see." What
No,
happens."
he's super cool about that kind of stuff too. A lot of people come in like with worse than you can imagine qualifications,
Uh-huh.
and he's just like, yeah, we'll check it out.
Then I got a job at Gumby's, and I was like, now I see him come in for the bar rush occasionally, just like
Yeah.
fucked up, and I'm like, should have hired me, bitch.
No, yeah, you don't want to do that. I worked there for 5 years, and I ended up with a 5-cent raise at the end of it all. I went from $7.25 to $7.30 an hour.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to meet him because I see him. I feel like I know the guy, but I've never met him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, we'll try to have him on again. And you can obviously come on our podcast anytime.
Oh, man. I would like to talk about some mystery shit. Give me the topic. I'll fucking...
Oh, the topic's a mystery to everyone who's not presenting it until it happens.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you want to, like, present a topic, be my guest.
I feel like you guys have some really, like, good ones, so I'd have to find, like a good one.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of Ted Bundy?
Yeah, he's real handsome. Zac Efron type.
Zac Efron.
No, yeah, Norman's really cool. And he's a manager at GameStop, and like the company overall, I have my issues with, but my main issue is with corporate and their decision to dive further into stuff. So they're
like buying back
I'm
gift
still
cards?
in the employee subreddit, and there was a store that they got these really gross looking, they call it a statue. It's about 6 inches, and it's two probably underage anime girls wearing probably not enough clothes. And, you know, there's a subreddit for this kind of statue, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
So they got one of those in stock, and they sold it, and corporate sent them 5 more to replace the one that they sold. Because they're like, oh shit, it's selling in this region. We have to get more out there. Now they have to display 5 of those in front of all the kids that walk into the store every day.
Ooh, yikes. That's a yikes.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff like that. And that happened to us with Five Nights at Freddy's plushes that were about 12 inches tall. We got one. A kid wanted one. We sold it. And they were all over our store for a while.
Thanks. So that's all it takes for GameStop. One. Just one. And they're like...
Distro will replace one with at least 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
About to ruin your whole career.
Oh, man.
Send in the anime girls and the plushies.
Wait, so the statue is with 2 girls, though, right?
The one at GameStop. I can actually find that statue.
I'm
On that
interested.
subreddit?
Hopefully not. I have to go to the GameStop employees.
Man, I'm kind of really excited to go back to GameStop because Norman's always there, and now I have like some common ground, so I can be like, "Hey, you're Norman, right?"
I think he knows you. Like he knows you're on the show now because he listens.
You know, I go there all the time. He doesn't like
know that it's you.
Yeah, so I can be like, hey, you know Tanner, right? And he's like, yeah, how do you know? I'm like, oh, I'm on channel 3 with him. I feel like that would be cool so that he could stop, like,
Here you
know,
go.
Hey, do you want to pre-order every single game in the store? You know, like he could maybe just back off a little bit. No offense, Norman. Every single time I go in there,
just clip that part and send it to him.
That's what I
know that's his job, but maybe if we're friends, he'll, you know, just stop.
I was working there when the whole Circle of Life fiasco happened on the internet. Were you paying attention for that?
Yeah,
no, the Circle of Life. What do you mean?
ReZero.
Oh yeah, Bailey knows him from that other subreddit.
No, that's just from the anime that I watched.
Yeah. Anyway, and it's not 100% inappropriate, you know. They're wearing cloth. No, yeah. So you didn't hear about all the Circle of Life stuff with GameStop?
I mean, maybe refresh my memory, but maybe not.
So GameStop has this thing called the Circle of Life. It's for employees, and it's all of the metrics that they have to hit, basically.
Okay, this is sounding familiar.
Yes. So someone really, really demonized it in the media. And like I worked there, and it's a pain as an employee to every person, especially if you get a secret shopper and you don't do it, like you get almost fired. And you have to say, do you want to pre-order anything? Do you want to sign up for the Power Up Rewards card? Do you want to do this? Do you have any games you want to trade in? All that stuff. It's a pain, but like they made it into a way bigger deal on the internet.
Yeah, I understand that that's his job, but
yeah,
and I've gotten to the point where I've shopped so much at GameStop to where I'm just like, no, and I know that they're just like, thank you, like, but it's cool because you know I've been like acquaintances with that dude for 5-6 years now.
Yeah,
and I'm actually super excited to go back to GameStop and just like
Yeah, no,
say what's up.
every person on the Channel 3 network is someone that I have worked with somewhere.
Okay.
Basically. That's the way it all breaks down. Josh, worked with him at GameStop and then again at Best Buy. You guys, probably worked with y'all somewhere.
Somewhere.
I don't remember.
You said Gumby's like
I don't remember because
5
I get
times.
yelled at for walking in there.
Really?
You walked
By
into
who?
the back.
I was following you.
Who yelled at you?
Oh, shit. Beep.
I feel like, that's kind of just like something
No,
to
I've already like
brush off.
jokingly confronted her about it, and she's already jokingly told me to fuck off. So
She was joking. I'm just kidding.
no,
I'm like, she won't make it this far in the episode. Yes, she will.
And then you'll get a Snapchat of it. It's like a...
All right, we'll talk about it when we don't have mics.
we never don't have mics, Bailey. This is
The
our
birds
life.
work for the bourgeoisie. You don't have to cut that part out. But
It'll just be like one topic, and then you'll just hear Bailey come in.
no, Tanner saying we always have mics.
Oh man, so I guess we should probably do AR points.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, we're at an hour 40.
Yeah, I mean,
I
there's
feel like
gonna
we're
be a
gonna
lot
cut
of
out a huge chunk. Though.
yeah, and some of
That-
it's gonna go toward Patreon.
That Mortal Kombat of us just watching, not really saying anything. Just wow, this is bad.
I'm gonna cut it down.
It's just bad. Just cut it to every time we say bad.
Who's got AR points?
I, this week, didn't play too many video games, honestly.
That's okay.
Play a little bit of Fortnite, but I feel like that's negative points for the
Are you
start.
still wearing a wristband?
Yeah, I know. I need to take it off, but, it's just very aesthetically pleasing.
You're
Not
one of
really.
those. You're one of those girls.
No,
Nah,
I'm
you-
one of those girls
You go to
where I wear-
Coachella once.
Oh,
never take the wristband off. Where I was talking about just the other day how much I hate those people, and look
Yeah.
at me now. But
The ones
Give me
who show
now, it's been like a day.
the ones who
Which
show
is
up at
day.
at
It was
2:15
yesterday.
and they have the wristband from every bar on the square up their arm.
hmm
Yeah.
those people, they're yeah. I watched the first 3 seasons of Broad City for the 3rd time. I watched almost.
God.
I finished the first season.
Are
of-
you my sister?
Dude, Broad City. This is a good show.
True.
Have you seen I'm
Spitting facts.
I apologize for this, but I'm definitely going to cut you off right here.
Okay.
Have you seen the episode of Family Guy?
Wait, what was? I mean, GameStop.
Have you seen the episode of Family Guy where Pawtucket Pat wants to appeal to millennials? So they hire a guy to be their new PR person. He's a millennial.
No,
And-
I don't think I've seen this.
Well, it's great. He walks in and the first thing he says is, I want to not thank you all for hiring me because I just expect good things to happen to me. And I feel like Seth MacFarlane usually gets me, but in this instance, I feel like he kind of let me down there. Anyway, so the guy encourages Peter to hit a vape, and he hits it and walks through the smoke and comes out with like a man bun and like a rolled up button up shirt and all this stuff. And he's a millennial. And the first thing he says, he's like, every time someone walks through vape smoke, a millennial is born. And Peter says, Broad City is so good. No, Broad City is the best show on TV. No, Broad City is life. And he's like, congratulations, Peter. Drastically overstating the quality of an okay TV show makes you a millennial.
I think whatever. Not going to defend Broad City. But then I watched even worse. I finished the first season of Love Island.
Okay. I don't know if that's, were you watching it ironically? On purpose? What was the intent going in?
It started off ironically. I put it on whenever I first got my kitten just because I had to pay more attention to her,
Yeah.
because she was so young. And then now I've finished
Now I have
30
no idea where that fucking cat is.
31-hour episodes of this thing, and I'm super invested. I
That's
really
rough.
feel guilty almost watching it. I feel like a worse human being, but it's just so good. In a way that obviously compared to American reality TV shows like The Bachelor and stuff like that, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They'll fucking they're so upfront with each other and just
super blunt.
Yeah, super blunt. Whereas like on
Super James Blunt.
whereas on like American reality TV shows, they'll just make the biggest deal out of nothing. Whereas like on Love Island, you're genuinely like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen next?
Do you know James Blunt's actually like hard as shit? Like he was a soldier before he was a singer, and he like single-handedly prevented World War III.
Like Elvis?
Damn.
No, not like Elvis.
But I think that's
he's
all
alive.
my AR points.
Elvis is alive?
Elvis is alive.
I think it's all my AR points.
This already?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had to rate myself, I'd give it a 3.
I'll give you 5
I was gonna go
birds
5.
out of the bourgeoisie.
I also said 5. 5.
5. Okay.
I didn't
Go
do
ahead.
anything.
You
I
saw
don't-
Detective Pikachu.
I already saw that though, and I think I might have used it already for AR points.
Oh, okay.
I watched
like-
Evo.
Okay, how was that?
It was
Tell
cool.
me about it.
I only watched top 8 though. 4
Okay.
for Smash Ultimate.
Okay. Like 3.
4.
Easy points.
I don't know. You didn't.
Like I was lying. I didn't even watch Evo. Just kidding. I definitely watched it. It was cool. My favorite player got second, which feels bad.
Who's your favorite player?
Tweak.
Is he the furry?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is there? I don't know if there's a furry for Smash that's a top player.
What does Sonic Fox do?
Sonic Fox doesn't play Smash.
What does he do?
He plays Mortal Kombat 11. I think he plays Injustice.
He was
I think he
into
plays Dragon Ball Fighters.
Fighters,
He's really,
wasn't he?
Yeah, he's the top player in Fighters. But he
Yeah.
just got first in MK11 too, so he can basically just play any fighting game he wants.
But does he
except
play
for
on
Smash.
Switch? I mean,
That's what matters.
You got anything other than moving?
well, I moved, so there was that. Let's see. I finally watched the end of Stand Against Evil, which, if you haven't seen that show, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
All right, what's it on?
It's on Hulu. It's an IFC original, which I don't know what that says for it. But do you know, did you watch Scrubs?
Not so much, but I'm familiar.
You know Dr. Cox?
No.
Yeah.
The older,
Yeah.
aggressive doctor who always calls him a girl's name.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's him, but it's Ash versus the Evil Dead with him as Ash, basically. So he's the sheriff in a town where 170 witches were burned at the stake by the sheriff, and now the town is cursed and every sheriff dies. And all that. Really good show. He basically just plays Dr. Cox. There's one point they make fun of Supernatural and X-Files and a bunch of other shows while they're doing it. But there's one point where they're in a hospital and he says, "Find me the doctor who did this. And when you find him, call him a girl's name." And it was definitely a
that's
Scrubs reference. Yeah. And I just, as soon as I saw it, I lost it.
That's pretty funny.
It's a really good show. So I did that. I finished an entire season of AP Bio that same night. Also highly recommend. If you like Always Sunny, you'll love AP Bio.
Yeah.
I restarted The Librarians because I watched the first 2 episodes and then fell off. Oh, I've had a lot of beers. So if you haven't watched that, it's like Doctor Who meets Indiana Jones, basically. Really good. And the episode that I started back on had Bruce Campbell and Jim Jeffries in the opening 2 minutes. So, highly recommend. It's lame, but I like it. Also, I bought Minecraft.
Yay.
Heck
Which,
yes.
I've never really done before.
Do you say heck yes?
Heck
because
yes, brother.
it's
Yes.
Minecraft?
Yeah,
You
dude.
gotta watch your language, dude. What
Yeah,
the
you
frick?
do. This is a kid's game.
Six.
Oh.
I started in creative because no one, I bought it at 5 a.m. and no one was awake. And so I just hopped in a creative world, Found a mountain, dug myself a house in it, and then I decided to dig down and build myself a pool and buried myself in water. I have no idea what I did there. I cannot get out.
You should just play on survival mode. Single player is fun.
Okay. I'll try it. I mean, what the hell? It's just a Raft reskin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try that, yeah.
That's what it is. Raft came out first.
But yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's mostly all I've done. I got back into Fallout 4.
Cool.
Oh, and 50 hours of Overwatch.
Cool. Give you a strong 8.
I was going to say strong 7.
I'll take it. Either of them.
Cool. 7.5.
What's the average of 7?
What's the average? You can find me at
Catch me outside.
It's the end of the night. You can tell. And
yeah, we're gonna do plugs, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless anybody has anything else to say. Or forever hold your truth. Or
You can find me at EB Matt Murdoch on Twitter. That is
I was going to talk about all the animes I watched, but okay.
B. Well, I just want
Wait, what?
I didn't
No,
go
I
P.
I didn't actually watch
We
it.
can go on another hour. It's fine.
Remember, at EB. That's everything
I watched Striking Vipers too.
Brosive. Matt
I loved
Murdoch
it.
on Twitter.
Broseph.
It was the best thing I've ever seen.
My Twitter is at Baymo_SSB.
I didn't know 8 Mile was
And
that
that
graphic.
is also my Instagram tag. I don't know. My brain is lagging.
Hit me
I
up
need to
at
fix the buffer system.
I'm
My brain is lagging.
Still coming up with 8 Mile jokes, honestly.
my brain is Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch.
Like, that's what happens when you go to a private school.
This is PlayStation 4 Mortal Kombat. This is your brain before you do drugs. PlayStation or the fucking Switch Mortal Kombat. This is your brain after you do drugs.
Ugh, look at the texture.
Yeah. Ooh.
I am at. I think I changed. No, I'm still Tanner. Still.
Still.
No, but like the still is after a comma. At I'm still Tanner, comma still.
No.
But like that's
No,
not
that's not
the
how a
comma's
tag
not in the
works.
name. Like the tag is just I'm still Tanner. But that is still the tag. Because I thought I had changed it, but then I remembered I actually just changed my actual display name on Twitter.
And then for Channel 3 we have...
Channel 3 Pod on Instagram, Twitter, definitely Patreon. You can find us there. That's about it. Website's not up and running yet because no one's paid me, so I'm holding that hostage at this point.
Okay. We'll work on that.
Yeah, definitely. Anything else?
Later, nerds.
No, you can't.
What do you want? What do you want from me?
You can't do that.
What the fuck do you want from
How
me?
dare you stand where he stood?
I don't know what else to do. What do you got, Matt?
You look like you're gonna say something.
Yeah, I know. He's just he's reading the wavelengths. What is he
Check.
doing?
All right, that's more than enough.
See you later, nerds.